Was smoking all my dragons, divine righteous, almighty greats, overachieving, never slacking. Now y'all know I'm a dragon, and y'all know I love castles, right? So I had to react to this. Top 10 castles to visit in England. One thing I love is I love that whole mythical vibe. And what's crazy is looking at this castle right here from this image, it looks like it's in the middle of a regular town. If they got it like that in the UK, I'm moving to the UK. I'm packing up. With that being said, the original link in the description. Let's hop in.
While the exact number of castles in England is a matter for debate, there's little doubt that there are a lot of them. While some estimates place the total inventory of existing English castles as high as 1,500, either in ruins or largely intact, still others quote figures many times this number. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 castles in England. And just wait till you see the top 3 that we're going to be showing in this video, something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Now, before we begin, you can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel. Press the join button below. This will help us to
Original link in the description. Subscribe and show some love.
bring you more awesome travel videos. So now, let's cut to the chase. At 10, Rochester Castle, Kent. Exploring the Kentish town of Rochester makes for a fun and easy day trip from London. Just steps away from the train station, you'll find yourself immersed in a pedestrian-friendly downtown area once popular with famed English author Charles Dickens, who wrote some of his best-known works here. When you're done exploring the many old buildings and attractions on Rochester High Street, take the short walk up Bowley Hill to Rochester Castle. Though now largely ruins, much of this imposing 12th century castle can be explored either as part of a guided or self-guided tour. If travelling with kids, try to time your visit to coincide with regular events and festivals held here, such as popular medieval fairs. Directly opposite the castle stands Rochester Cathedral, built in 1127. Some of the original features still remain, including the impressive Great
I swear I seen this in a movie. There was like a girl. Somebody was running. Ah, man, and they ran up to like the top, and I swear I seen this in a movie. I swear I did.
West Door. At 9, Arendel Castle, West Sussex. Over in West Sussex, and only a short drive from the charming cathedral city of Chichester, Arendel Castle was built in the late 11th century. Though remodelled and restored many times since, much of its medieval era influences remain, and it remains an imposing sight from miles away as you arrive. Highlights of a visit include guided tours of the castle's well-preserved
Looks like a vampire's castle from the inside.
interior, which features collections of period furniture.
Look like you're gonna walk around and see. Remember Brad Pitt was in that vampire movie? It looked like you're gonna walk around, hit the corner, and see Brad Pitt in there.
Historic tapestries, and a number of important artworks. There's even a unique collection of artefacts that once belonged to Mary Queen of Scots. Be sure to allocate time to explore the castle's grounds. In addition to immaculate flower beds and vegetable gardens, here you'll also be able to visit the castle's historic chapel. A cafe, restaurant and gift shop are located on the premises. At 8, Bodium Castle, East Sussex. Set in the pretty countryside of East Sussex, 14th century Bodium Castle is undoubtedly one of the most romantic of England's many remaining castles. Though its interior is partly in ruins.
See, that looks like the classic, with the, what's it called, the mold with the like swamp thing around it with the gators that you picture. Like, that's the perfect representation.
This fortress dominates the surrounding countryside with its imposing towers and sturdy walls, much of which can be explored and climbed, opening up incredible views over the surrounding River Rother countryside. There's plenty of fun things for kids to do on site, including participating in hands-on learning activities, dressing up in period costumes, and participating in authentic medieval period games. The castle's visitor centre offers a variety of snacks and beverages, including a tasty cream tea option. Yum! When you're done, be sure to stop in at Ewhurst Green, home to one of the prettiest churches in southeast England. And if you're planning on making a day of it, consider taking the fun steam train ride from nearby Tenterton. The Kent and East Sussex Railway extends all the way from this beautiful Kentish town to Bodium train station and makes for a fun day out for the whole family, with Bodium Castle just a short walk away.
Okay.
Next up, it's number 7, Orwick Castle, Northumberland. The official seat of the Duke of Northumberland and the country's second largest still inhabited castle after Windsor, Orwick Castle was built in the 11th century and makes for an easy day trip from the English city of Newcastle upon Tyne, 45 minutes drive to the south. Though much has changed over the
That kind of looks like Hogwarts just a little bit. Yeah, for sure. A little bit.
centuries, it remains every inch as imposing a structure today. In addition to exploring the beautiful grounds and gardens, visitors can enjoy a variety of fun things to do here. As well as guided tours of the castle's plush interiors, visitors can access a variety of interesting exhibits relating to its long, rich history, as well as displays of artifacts collected by the family, including relics from ancient Rome and Egypt, as well as local events. Movie fans will recognise the castle for its role in the Harry Potter movies and TV shows, including Downton Abbey.
I knew that looked like Hogwarts. I want to visit there. I knew it. I just felt the vibe, and I've been playing Hogwarts. Well, I ain't playing about a month and a half, but a month and a half ago, I was playing Hogwarts Legacy a lot. I want to get back to that.
Now at 6, Leeds Castle, Broomfield, Kent. Widely regarded as one of the prettiest and best preserved castles in England, Leeds Castle is definitely one of the best places to visit in Kent. Built on the site of an even older castle around 1280, its large moat and rural setting landed a remarkably romantic look from pretty much any angle. In addition to tours of...
So I think it's called, I think you said a mold. I think earlier I said a mold. I was wrong.
The castle's elegant interiors, guests can enjoy a variety of fun activities, including medieval fairs and crafts shows, jousting tournaments, and a land train, as well as adventures such as zip-lining and Segway tours. Leeds Castle has also made a name for itself as a classical music venue, with its famous outdoor concert held each summer, drawing huge crowds of music lovers.
A moat. That's it. A moat. Alright, I had to look it up real quick just to make sure. A moat. Looks like there's mold in it, but it's called M-O-A-T, a moat. That's that water that be around a castle.
At 5, Highclere Castle, Newbury, Hampshire. While more a country manor than fortress, Highclere Castle is nevertheless a must-see when in Hampshire. Located an easy drive from the cathedral city of Winchester and widely regarded as one of the top day trips from London, Highclere is well known the world over for its role as the fictional Downton Abbey. This opulent manor home's real history, however, is equally as rich and interesting. In the hands of the same family since 1679, it may appear recognisable to many as it was designed by the same architect responsible for London's Houses of Parliament. In addition to viewing its immaculately preserved decor and furnishings, visitors will want to allocate time to explore the grounds of this 1,000-acre estate. A variety of unique experiences can also be enjoyed here, from private guided tours to elegant meals served in the opulent dining room. And now at 4, Warwick Castle, Warwickshire. Those looking for a fun day out with kids who have an interest in the old days of knights and princesses would do well to include a visit to Warwick Castle on their England travel itinerary. Dating back to the time of William the Conqueror, this 11th century castle is a picture-perfect embodiment of a traditional English castle, complete with imposing battlements, towers, and on most days during the busier months, heavily armoured knights and other characters from this time in history. Highlights of a visit include fun interactions with guides.
Could you imagine just how many, ghosts are just wandering around these places? Just random thought.
In period costumes, hands-on learning experiences, as well as jousting tournaments, dressing up, and even enjoying overnight glamping stays. Other highlights include an original dungeon, a working trebuchet, and a fun maze. You may also want to use your visit to the castle as an opportunity to explore other fun things to do in Warwick, many of which are within an easy walk. Now at 3, Tower of London, City of London. Instantly recognisable, the Tower of London is one of the most visited castles in England. Yes, it is a castle. Located on the northern bank of the River Thames, just a stone's throw from Tower Bridge, this iconic old fortress includes sections dating over 1,000 years of age. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it has served as everything from a palace, a prison, the nation's treasury, and even a spell as a royal zoo. These days, this top London attraction offers plenty of unique experiences, well suited to young and old alike. Topping most tourist itineraries is taking a tour of the central White Tower, with its impressive displays of old armour and weaponry, the former royal apartments, as well as the magnificent crown jewels. At 2, Dover Castle, Kent. Standing majestically above the Kentish port town after which it's named, Dover Castle has been a symbol of British strength and resilience ever since it was built in the late 12th century. But even some 1,000 years before that, the same site was used by the Romans for a lighthouse, the remains of which can still be seen today. Immaculately preserved, a visit to the castle is one of the top things to do in Kent and can easily take the best part of a day if you plan on seeing everything. Highlights include historic artifacts and furniture, displays relating to its use in World War II, over 80 acres of grounds to explore, and those spectacular views over the English Channel towards France. Guided tours
80 acres, though.
are available.
Woo!
And at 1, it's Windsor Castle, Berkshire. The jewel in the crown of English castles, Windsor Castle is a must-visit destination.
So I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Berkshire, it's called Berkshire.
The world's oldest still inhabited royal residence, this spectacular building can trace its roots all the way back to the 11th century, when William the Conqueror chose it as the location of a castle. Since then, it has housed many kings and queens, and in modern times serves as a summer residence of the British royal family. Visitors to the castle can access a variety of interesting areas. Topping most people's lists are the sumptuous state apartments, home to the spectacular Queen's Gallery and the dining hall, with their ornate wood carvings and lavishly painted ceilings. You can also take a look at St. George's Chapel, the scene of royal memorial services and weddings. Be sure to also allocate time to explore the castle grounds. Known as the Great Park, this lovely green space stretches for 6 miles on the south side of the castle. Guided tours of the castle and its courtyards are available. And there you have the top 10 rated castles in England. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Check out more videos on England in our English travel guide playlist. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.
Wow, that was incredible. To be able to see, obviously I'm still pretty hype off of Hogwarts. Hogwarts, like, that's awesome because I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Surprisingly, I'm not even wearing my Harry Potter hoodie today. But yeah, just to be able to see that, and I would love to experience that. Like I said, I love castles. I love, I love everything about them. You know, it just gives off that fantasy, that mythical. You know, you gotta love it, right? Here's what's interesting. I've actually been to a castle, Humboldt Castle in Alexandria Bay, which is in the Thousand Islands, right on the top of of New York State, right between New York State and Canada. And that was pretty interesting. From looking at these castles, here's what I find very interesting, right? It reminded me a lot of the prisons in America, in the U.S. And I did hear them say something about one of them being a prison. And it's like, it makes me wonder if like all the Aboriginal peoples, the what we call Native Americans, in America specifically, it makes me wonder if like a lot of those prisons were like safe havens or fortresses that got taken over. And you see this in shows like Game of Thrones, where Angel, I'm puppy sitting, y'all. You know, the puppy barking. But in Game of Thrones, I'm trying to think, what was that family's name with the redhead girl and the father's head got cut off? But in Game of Thrones, when you would see them like their fortresses or their homes get taken over, it would become their prison unless they would be able to reclaim it and retake it over, like when Ramsay Bolton took over. So it just makes you wonder. It's just so much history, right? Because the walls are already set up, like it's just perfect for to make to someone's prison. So it makes me curious about the prisons in America, honestly. But with that being said, original link in the description. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Angel is, she's on demon timing right now, so I'm gonna go see what's up with her, and I will be back. Much love, guys.